up, people? Welcome to another episode of Pilo Talk. I figured out how to get the background music working this week. I do it from the office. So, we had camp, things were good, and now I am staying here to do Pilo Talk. And not only am I staying here to do Pilo Talk, I have a surprise guest with me today, ladies and gentlemen. It took a lot of begging, a few tears, but I managed to convince our surprise guest to stay. So, come on in. Welcome to Pilo Talk.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. Oh, hold on. I'm going to get bothered by this. All stream, I'm going to get bothered by this.
I was already watching that, and it was like giving me problems.
We don't deal with that. There we go.
Oh, they hoped it would be Tater as the guest.
Oh! Why? We okay. We do have Tater. He's just in my backpack. And
well, I mean...
yeah, but that's not Tater.
It's not quite Tater. It's one of his cousins.
You have to show them now. Because, like, it's just, like,
This
side
is
by side.
Poe.
Legendary.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, there you go. See?
Oh, you...
They love you.
Yeah.
They love you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for letting me hop on. I know it says Nerds in the... Wow. I'm getting... Cheese. Is it because I'm cheesy, or like what's cheese?
Or maybe it's cheesy that you're here for a Bible study stream.
Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know for sure, but cheese.
Cheese slap.
Cheese.
You know I have cheese touch.
I do. Just like it may say nerds in the word. This is clearly a Pilo talk. I want to clarify that right now. I am the guest, not leading. So this is kind of a fun situation now because So in case you don't know, the history behind me and Pilo is that the first time I ever met Pilo was I was running a lunch program where we had like Bible study one day and then board games the other day, and Pilo came out to one of them, and
high school.
Huge giant nerd.
Not nearly as big then as I am now.
Well, you were still growing. You were still developing. You were in the movies, and so that was good. And you were starting off right. So this is where it was kind of cool that, like, connected with Pilo. Then Pilo started off her own kind of ministry, investing in young women, which was really cool. Mm-hmm. And then going off to college, doing her own thing, and just all throughout that time has been a development of catching up with each other, and now we are partnering in doing this stuff together. Well, because it's been cool. It's been a process in that, and being partners along the way at different events, or bringing you along to like help do lead. In fact, one of the big speaking engagements that we had Pilo do for. This was before Graphic Word was actually ever official.
It's true.
This was back when it was still Quinny West. Anywho, she actually did video game night and featured specifically the Destiny talks and was our main speaker.
That was back when Forsaken, the first expansion, had really come out. So I was talking about, feeling forsaken by God.
Yeah.
And like, because the Guardian, Cade dies, like you're supposed to be their partner, Cade dies. And you're struggling with the identity of, like, I'm a guardian, I'm not supposed to want revenge. Why do I want this revenge so bad?
Mm-hmm.
And just, like, struggling with, like, what the heck? I thought we were supposed to be invincible. And yeah, it was a fun time.
It was.
It was
good.
Fun time.
There was a lot of development over time.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. Oh, you know what we forgot to do?
What? Sound
in the chats in the Graphic Word Nerds and Unite thingy. We're not on the VC.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna fix that.
VC. We're gonna.
We'll
fix
chatting.
that. We'll fix that.
Keep chatting. You're the one in charge.
Oh, dang it. Today was day 3 of our GM camp. We started on day 1 kind of fleshing out characters. Day 2 was a little bit more of stories. And today was the adventures that come out of these stories. So it was cool. We're watching these kids develop their stories, develop their skills as GMs. And I'll be honest, I don't know much about RPG games. They've never overly been my thing. So when I agreed to help out with the GM camp and the adventure camp, I'm like, okay, I've been an adventurer once or twice. I have never, ever been a GM. And I was like, I'm going to have no idea what to do, but I'm going to be here. I'm going to support Mike. I'll be present. Be that extra pair of hands. Because, you know, youth ministry, things go sideways really fast. It'll be like, oh, that's so much brighter. It's like, what was it? Daddy daycare.
Oh.
The kid goes into the bathroom. He says he knows how to do it on himself. Comes out of the bathroom and says, I missed. Eddie Murphy's character walks into the bathroom and you just hear horror music as he's looking at the ceiling, at the walls, at everything around him. Youth ministry can do that real fast. So, you know, I was like, oh, I'll just be an extra set of hands. But like I was telling Mike today, like I actually started fleshing out part of a campaign today. And I'm actually feeling like I could be a game master.
We are all terrified. Actually, I'm terrified. Because I've read it and it's like, oh shoot. There are things. I don't know how that's going to go, but it's good. But yes, Daddy Daycare reference is fantastic.
One of my favorite movies.
Check calendar? What?
Yeah, because it's been a lot of years since that movie's come out.
We don't talk about how old some members
It's a comfort movie.
Okay, like it's unfair.
It's a comfort movie.
But no, yeah, the crew has been really good.
Yeah.
We got 3 students that are involved with a support worker for one of them, which is really kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because for a person that struggles with not just anxiety but autism and like working through autism and working on that, this one student has no issue relating, like has been quite interactive, quite in person, and like wow, it's been really cool to see how they've been developing and growing. Obviously having team autism, right?
Yeah, we are
100%. But the cool part has been we haven't been shy about sharing like the Bible and how it connects to everything that we're doing. So like day one was talking about how
creation.
We are seeing creation and how God's a creative God. He creates the world. He creates details within the world and all that kind of stuff, and how we are to partner in that. We are also creators. But then day 2 was plot twist. The whole idea that like you need to have a story. You can't just create a world. There has to be a story that's going along with it, and the whole idea of like the fall of humanity and now what do we do about this kind of stuff like that. Today was talking about encounters and attacks / engagements. So like, how are you making the world interactive? Yeah. How are you not just simply only being told a story, you are actually active in it. And so processing that, and the idea that every day we make choices. Every day is an encounter. Everything that we do is some form of encounter. And talking about how biblically people have made some good choices in their encounters and some really bad choices in their encounters. And that can negatively or positively affect other people. So it's asking, how do we then respond to people around us? Because that's the only thing that we have a choice in, the only thing that we can work on, stuff like that. Oh shoot, I was supposed to have a meeting today.
Oops.
This is where I'm running around like an idiot.
It happens.
Yeah, so that's what's been going on. Yeah.
Yeah, there was one student on day 1, very, very quiet, very like introverted, I guess is the right word. And I had a feeling that if we could get this kid to open up and feel safe, we were going to be blown away. And the first day was kind of interesting with the world. We were starting to see bits and pieces. Then yesterday we started seeing more of this kid. And then today, watching this kid laugh like Dr. Frankenstein putting together a campaign for tomorrow. They're going to be a terrifying GM. And I am so looking forward to what they have for us to do. And for those of you still wondering, yes, the meat bikini is still very much in play.
Why?
At this point, they only bring it up so he reacts.
So then I feel uncomfortable. And like, oh my word. I just visually it.
They were gonna ask.
Why, Solomon? Why?
We're excited to see what the adventurer camp thing is. Someone wants to know where our meat bikini emote is.
I don't think I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna
if
just be honest.
You're not, he's gonna do it.
Please don't do it.
The more you say don't, the more he's gonna do it.
Right? Okay, Hoth is even like, right? You know,
nah.
meat bikini. Don't just.
I told you about the meat bikini.
It was a card. It was an option
Super
to put
Frank.
onto a character, and it landed on Frankenstein.
Frankenstein with the meat bikini.
And very tight clothing.
Yeah, so he was wearing a meat bikini top and hot pants. He was also like, what, 10 stories tall?
It's broken. It's messed up. It's disgusting.
And the meat bikini has honestly stayed a thing. That was day one. Day one, and it is still a thing, guys.
I am in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
It's just lots of bubble dot thingies. I'm nervous. Finally, the remaining elder has arrived. Wow.
The Trinity is complete. I'm a grandma now. I'm okay with it.
That's also fair.
I'm okay with being the grandma.
It's okay. We work on this.
I'm the grandma who encourages chaos.
Fair enough.
Because our viewers love chaos. Ooh, banana!
Banana now. Haha!
He's got chips and hummus. I've got a granola bar.
Hummus. I like this idea. I like this idea.
We like bananas.
Oh.
Eating's important.
Oh, that smells so good. Yes, especially when, junk food is what becomes... No, I will say, we've been healthier because...
We have been.
Because we haven't been eating
We haven't had to feed them.
That's also true. That's Friday.
Yeah, Friday's feeding them.
Oh.
We're going to do the Youthman staple. It's going to be pizza.
I'm thinking... Well, pizza doesn't often get... pizza doesn't usually start till, 11. That could be a problem.
You can get pizza places.
We do have ovens. We do have an oven.
We can get some nice frozen pizzas. We can do that ourselves.
You're going to do that for breakfast?
If we're doing breakfast...
Breakfast pizza. Eggs on top.
We have some allergens, so I have to bring that to mind. But I have a baked oatmeal recipe. We do need a crate of bananas, and I'll make banana bread with those bananas. I will do it on stream.
Word.
I do have an insanely good baked oatmeal recipe that is basically like eating cake, except it's healthy.
Fair point. Fair point.
So it's always an option.
But, hummus. That's healthy.
Yeah, but there's not going to be any hummus left for the children.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
Not wrong.
Ask Cough, I almost never am.
Anywho.
And I'm humble.
So that's what's been going on this week.
It's been good.
Lots of brainstorming, too.
Anything is healthy if you just believe enough. You're not wrong. Don't worry. We will pray that God turns the Cheeto into a carrot on its way down.
That is what Tim Hawkins prays every time.
It is. And I believe it's a good prayer. But today, we're going to be talking about intentions and the heart behind what you're doing and what you're praying and what you're asking for. So that's a fantastic segue.
La motives.
So this week we are in James 4. We are nearing the end. Gotta be honest with you. These have been really hard hitting.
What? James hard hitting?
And
what?
I love the book of James, but I am regretting choosing it for a summer Bible study because it is very, very hard. And it doesn't just smack other people, it smacks you. And it smacks you hard. So, yeah. Last week, our Level Up Challenge was to be more intentional about the words we are speaking, be more intentional about our thoughts because our words have power. How did you guys do with that challenge? It was very much a challenge for me. There were a few situations in my life, watching my tongue, careful what I'm saying, despite wanting to say other things.
All the things.
So it was definitely a serious challenge. So I hope that you guys got something out of it. if you forgot, you can do it this week on top of another challenge that we'll give you.
You can.
We can always add more challenges. So, we are going to start off by reading James 4. Obviously, this is a Bible study. We're going to read.
What?
Right.
I'm sorry.
How dare we read the Bible?
Guys, I'm just obnoxious because I can. I'm so sorry.
Because you're a guest, that's why.
That's actually fair.
You get to sow the chaos that other people sow on your streams.
About time. I mean, what? I'm sorry.
It's about time it comes back. Solomon is saying, it's called James, yet no giant peach so far.
Right?
I didn't know James's booty would be involved.
I don't know what to say to that.
That was the whole point. The whole point was the
I now want to watch James at the Giant Peach, though. I wasn't good. Right? Almond.
Make sure you're choosing the correct version.
Don't find out that there's another reference to James and a giant. No. Okay.
Guarantee you there is out there. The world is a dirty place, people.
This is why I'm in youth ministry, because I say the wrong things at the wrong time.
That's how we get the views, and that's how we go viral. I will never, ever, 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 for the life of me, forget. One Sunday, I grew up and my dad was a pastor. So one Sunday, he was up there preaching. He was preaching about Samson and Delilah.
Oh, no.
So he's preaching, and our youth group was sitting in the front row. He's talking about the context and the backstory, because you obviously need that. And at one point, when he was talking about, Samson and Delilah's relationship, he said that a necessity to their relationship was Netflix and chill. Only he didn't know what that meant. He thought it meant they hung out together. Whole youth group bursting out in tears.
Oh my.
We were laughing so hard that it took a little bit for things to continue again. And he did not believe us. He thought we were pulling his leg when we told him that is not what that means. However, after being in Bible college and doing the studying, it was not wrong. Even if he didn't,
mean it,
it was not incorrect. And then there was the other time.
Samson's stupid. Samson's stupid.
Yeah, the desires of the flesh, man. There was another time where he was talking about working on your faith, how it's a continuing thing. It's not just, a one and done sort of thing. Except he was trying to speak too quickly. So instead of working it out with God, he said you gotta twerk it out with God.
No.
He still doesn't believe that's what he actually said.
Record every talk.
Oh, they were all recorded. He wouldn't listen to it because he knew that's what he said, but he wasn't going to admit that's what he said. Unfortunately, he knew what twerk meant.
I mean, we're held accountable all the time.
We are. It gets called out very quickly.
Awkward.
But, I mean, it makes for some lovely clips at the very least. And that's how we're going to go viral.
All the awkward clips.
It will be the awkward clips. That is how we go viral. And, I'm okay with that. Because people will see the clips and be like, man, this place is chaos. And then they'll be like, we like chaos. Let's jump in on the chaos.
Look, there's the cat.
People like chaos when it's not in their lives.
It's true.
I mean, that's why I have enjoyed in the past 90 Day Fiancé, that kind of stuff. So I like the drama when it's not in my life.
When it's not, nope.
Oh, twerking. Is that how the walls of Jericho fell? Well, they were supposed to dance. They were supposed to dance.
Oh no, I have stuff in my mom.
King Solomon said there's nothing new under the sun, so we have to assume that the dance moves pretty.
Oh no. Okay.
So we can't definitively say that there was, but we can't definitively say that there wasn't. When David brought back the ark, danced with all his might.
And none of his clothes. I mean, what?
I mean, David was a dude that liked to watch women in the bathtub, okay?
Okay.
So,
okay.
Dude was different. Yet, God still chose him and God still used him. I watched a very different kind of David and Goliath last night. I've been watching the new season of Reacher, and the actor who plays Jack Reacher is Alan Ritchson. He's actually a Christian, which is super cool, and he's an amazing person. Sweetest heart that you'll ever meet. He himself is 6'3". Reacher is 6'4". He wears lifts in his shoes so he can have the right height. He worked out more to get the same amount of muscle mass. He wants to play the character with integrity. Reacher went up against a man who I had to Google because I didn't believe it. He went up against a man that is literally 7'2".
Giant.
Literal giant. He is known as the Dutch Giant.
Oh.
He has a French name though. I Googled it to confirm it, and then I texted Wilson and was like, have you seen season 3? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, huh. Just sent the screenshots with the height circled, and I was like, so that wasn't fake. He says, ooh, about Wally height? I haven't actually met Wally in person.
No, Wally would be smaller, but Wally definitely,
Is Wally taller than Hoff?
He'd be maybe, if he is, it's by a small margin.
Okay.
Small margin.
We need to have an in-person event where we wear gamer tags and we gotta do that.
We do.
So I'm sitting there watching this fight go down between these two people. It's a show, it's choreographed, and I'm sitting there going, David and Goliath. Because I'm watching this dude who's insanely tall, and I'm thinking it was elf movie level deception that they're using, right?
Yeah.
No. And apparently the same actor, this Dutch giant, was in Black Widow.
Where?
It's in the screenshot I sent you yesterday.
Oh yes, that's right. Fair enough.
I forget exactly what the character's name was.
Looking at it.
Yeah, he's looking at it. We have to find it.
We're working on it.
Also in Gangs of London. Oh.
Ursa Major.
Yeah, which is named after a constellation as well.
Mm-hmm.
Except I don't think he looked quite that tall in that movie, but it's been a while since I've watched it.
Which is kind of funny because Ursa Major is a female bear, not a male bear.
Oh, bear?
Because it's Ursa, which would be the feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, interesting.
Yeah.
Logic. Learn
the
it.
logic.
Brain.
But I was also really enjoying Reacher because season 3, you're more or less he is trying to figure out why he does what he does, why he's not constantly in one place, why he feels like he has to wander and whatever. And at the very end, one of his closest friends, Neely, says that she's finally figured out why he does the things that he does. And they'd been together for ever as friends at that point. But nothing made me sadder than watching my favorite character pick up a shotgun to go and fight people, because don't ask me how I hadn't figured out that Alan Ritchson was a Titan before then. But when he picked up the shotgun, my heart broke and I went, dang it, he's a Titan.
I mean, he doesn't eat crayons.
He clearly does not eat crayons.
But he built like a house.
He is. He's seriously built like a house.
He's a Titan build with a warlock brain.
So then we had a discussion on how I don't think he's fully a Titan. I think he's more or less along the lines of a hunter Titan because of his lifestyle. Season 2 of Reacher, I hear, doesn't exist. Way too early for that storyline.
I mean,
you're not wrong, because I was just saying that season 2 is based on the 11th book in the series. Season 1 is based off of the first book. Season 3 is based off of the 5th book. So they are doing things out of order, and season 1 was much more based on the book than it is moving forward.
Oh yeah.
But they are still very much doing the story justice, and it was very interesting to me to watch someone who is essentially a nomad, who doesn't really have any possessions, has no need to go after these people and help people or whatever, but he does it anyway, and he doesn't do it for the recognition. He leaves before he can get that.
Yeah, that's fair.
And, like, I started drawing all these comparisons to, like, the life of Christ, right? Like, just kind of wandering around, didn't really have much possessions. Like, he told the disciples, like, leave what you got, we're just gonna go. He didn't have to step into situations, he did anyway. We need to hydrate.
Yo, toss me a bottle.
Oh.
Yeah.
He needs his Baba.
Baba!
Baba Black Sheep.
Not Chucky mode.
But another really interesting thing, because we're going through the book of James, and there is a connection here. Okay?
We are going to get to James.
There is a connection here. Season 1, Reacher is searching for his little brother. No, his bigger brother, isn't it?
I forget if it's his bigger brother.
I think it's his bigger brother. But he's searching for his brother. Now, his brother didn't have the same amount of accolades that Reacher did from military service, from any of the other services that he has done. But he still felt like there were things that needed to be done. So in season 1, Reacher is struggling with this, like, feeling like he's been living in his brother's shadow and indebted to his brother for most of his life. And, like, the struggle of that while still trying to figure out what the heck happened to his brother. And James is the younger brother of Jesus. Like, and we've talked about that before. Like, how insane.
The kid half bro.
How insane that would be, right? Like, growing up in the same house as Jesus is like, you see, Jesus gave us a beautiful bottle of wine. What have you given us? Your brother fed a crowd of 5,000 people with a couple of loaves of bread and some fish. And you can't even cook us dinner?
I mean, technically, we're going on this, they also, the whole fam thought Jesus was nuts.
They did.
Even Jesus' mom be like,
Are you sure, sweetheart?
Kiddo, you're kind of going at it a little hard. Like, okay.
They thought Jesus was going hard. After Jesus, James is going 10 times harder.
Well, yeah, because, you know, when your half-brother, all of a sudden, resurrected from the dead, starts speaking to hundreds of witnesses.
Yeah.
And then kind of goes, oh, hey, FYI, Holy Spirit gonna come at you? Just letting you know. That's a thing. You might change your tone a little bit.
Well, and if my sister died and then came back, my brain would be like, hey, maybe I can do that too. So maybe it doesn't matter. So it's like, well, if at the very least, if I don't come back, I'm going and seeing him anyway. So there's already somebody there I know.
It is an alternative. I will say that.
But, like, seriously, can, like, you imagine you're at school, you're being picked on, and then your older sibling, the Messiah, just essentially comes in and smites them.
Smite. Imagine being the half-brother of Jesus. My brother won a marathon. My brother is the son of God. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely the win. That's the trump card of, like, you know, no, my brother's, like, part of the Trinity, so.
And I have to wonder if that's why he wasn't as scared of, like, being hard-hitting and saying the hard-hitting stuff.
Maybe. To be fair, he's also talking to the Jewish crowd.
That's
so
true.
This is not necessarily just, like, this isn't to a new audience per se. This is a people that has been dealing with this new kind of development within Judaism that's part of Judaism but, like, separate, going a little bit of a different route because they've seen the Messiah, and so what does that mean, and how do you live your life according to that? Like, there's a lot of things to kind of reckon with. And I think that's part of where James's process in this letter to really the Church of Jerusalem, and to the believers there, is like, this is the stuff I've had to wrestle with. Now, this is like the stuff that you guys are wrestling with. Guys, get your head out of your butts. This is what we gotta do.
It's like he's going at the church like a cat owner goes at their cat with a squirt bottle. It's like, no, stop it! Get off there! I said no, don't do that!
Yep, fair point.
Like, that is what it feels like reading through it. And, like, we thought James 2 was hard-hitting, we thought James 3 was hard-hitting. Dude is going through each chapter, getting increasingly more difficult and, like, intense with it. So, It's going to have a lot of callbacks.
Yeah.
It's going to have callbacks to other parts of James. It's going to have callbacks to other parts of the Bible in its entirety. Yeah. But we're going to work through it. We're going to do the NLT. Then we're going to do some message. And we're going to talk it out.
So let's hit it up.
Yeah.
Let's hit it up. All right. James chapter 4, just in case you didn't get the recap.
Yeah, in case you didn't know.
We like
it's not
tangents,
like we said it at all yet.
Not at all. I don't know what you... okay. What is causing the quarrels and fights among you? Don't they come from the evil desires at war within you? You want what you don't have, so you scheme and kill to get it. You are jealous of what others have, but you can't get it. So you fight and wage war to take it away from them. Yet you don't have what you want because you don't ask God for it. But even when you ask, you don't get it because your motives are all wrong. You want only what you want only what will give you pleasure. Ooh, call out.
First one of many.
Right? You adulterers. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Time out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Harsh. Okay. Don't you realize that friendship with the world makes you an enemy of God? I say it again. If you want to be a friend of the world, you make yourself an enemy of God. Do you think the scriptures have no meaning? They say that God is passionate, that the spirit he has placed within us should be faithful to him. And he gives grace generously, as the scriptures say. God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. So humble yourselves before God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Come close to God, and God will come close to you. Wash your hands, you sinners. Purify your hearts, for your loyalty is divided between God and the world. Let there be tears for what you have done. So bawl about it. It's okay.
Curl up in a ball, cry about it.
Yeah. Hard cry. Mm-hmm. Let there be sorrow and deep grief. Oh, so like not even lightweight stuff. Like not even just like tears. It's like, sucks.
World ending.
Let there be sadness instead of laughter and gloom instead of joy. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up in honor. Did you want to pause on that section? And
What one did we get to?
Got to end of verse 10, so we'd be starting at verse 11.
Sweet.
Do you need a light?
No, I got it.
Okay, yes. I got your back.
I don't want to set the book on fire.
That's also fair.
Because that's what happens if we get a light. Solomon says 30 minutes of rambling, it's a new record. We're catching you up, okay? Yeah. You know I go on tangents. Supposedly you love it, and then you pick on me for it. Dare you.
Not my strip.
Just literally. The title for this chapter literally says "Get Serious," which we are not good at doing, as you've seen. All right, this is very hard hitting. I don't know why it's still going, and at this point, it's just gonna keep going forever, and I'm fine.
What, that TikTok thingy? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's an infinity thing.
I know. I thought it would slow down, but no. Apparently, it just gets stronger. Where do you think all these appalling wars and quarrels come from? Do you think they just happen? Think again. They come about because you want your own way and fight for it deep inside yourselves. You lust for what you don't have and are willing to kill to get it. I mean, let's just look at what David did.
Fact.
You want what isn't yours and will risk violence to get your hands on it. You wouldn't think of just asking God for it, would you? And why not? Because you know you'd be asking for what you have no right to.
Oh, that's a cool take.
You're spoiled children, each one wanting your own way. You're cheating on God. If all you want is your own way, flirting with the world every chance you get, you end up enemies of God and his way. And do you suppose God doesn't care? The proverb has it that he's a fiercely jealous lover. And what he gives in love is far better than anything else you'll find. It's common knowledge that God goes against the willful proud. God gives grace to the willing humble. So let God work his will in you. Yell aloud no to the devil and watch him scamper. Say a quiet yes to God and he'll be there in no time. Quit dabbling in sin. Purify your inner life. Quit playing the field. Hit bottom and cry your hearts out. The fun and games are over. Get serious. Really serious. Get down on your knees before the master. It's the only way you'll get on your feet.
Get wrecked. Sorry.
That's why I love the Message version, because, like, obviously, not your only translation, okay? No. Not your only translation. Yeah. Recipe for Rice Krispie treats. So, start with another version. The Message can help you pick pieces out, because, as he was saying, like, interesting take on certain parts. Mm-hmm. But, like, it's kind of like when you would do Spark Notes in high school to figure out what Shakespeare was saying. Sometimes you need a bit of a different translation to look at it differently. Yeah. It's hard. Like that. Like James is telling you to get so serious. You're gonna have people around you going, "Why so serious?" Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah. And to be fair, adding along all the context of what's gone on in the chapter. Because, again, this would have been a giant letter that you just would have read all in one shot. That's the oral tradition. That's how these letters were written down. And
we're the
you
ones
were
who broke them up.
Yeah. We're the ones that are like, that's a lot to chew on. I don't think my memory can handle it. Oh, no. What am I going to do?
We took a movie and split it into TV episodes.
We did. And like, it's essentially Demon Slayer train Mugen. Mugen Train.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Stakes, Solomon.
Stakes. But like, we're going from correction on outside works from the vantage point of like, what is your faith and how is your works working in that? Like your faith and works colliding. So then that means our words are the things that we need to be watching. The very things that we think we can just do whatever are actually fueled by fire from hell. It's like, oh shoot.
Well,
like,
yeah, and like we talked about before, the imagery that you're cheating on God and adulterers. This isn't idolaters. Like, this isn't saying,
this isn't just worship.
You made the golden calf. It's like, no, you were in a relationship with him and you have cheated on him.
Yep. This is like you're having the I've used this example and it's very vulgar. I will apologize for that idea, but I don't
apologize for that on Halo Talk.
Fair enough.
No apologies here.
But it's the vulgarity of, like, it's like you are getting married to somebody, but in the midst of getting married, you are totally having intercourse with another person while that ceremony is going on. Or you're, like, making out hardcore with someone else in that process. And, like, no wonder why God gets so cheesed off at these things, right? No wonder why James is looking at this and going, you guys are stupid. Like, you guys legitimately are cheating on God with worldly desires. It's not like other gods at this point. This is your own desire for your own heart. And that's where the betrayal is happening, right? And this is what's going on. And Hoff, I appreciate you noting that when David sinned with Bathsheba, it's likely closer to, like, it was Uriah, one of his 30 dudes, his tight guys, the ones that he would have known, he would have connected, invested in, and here he just does it. He just because he's like, dang,
we lust after it to the point that we're willing to kill for it, and that's quite literally what happened for David.
But imagine doing that to a bro, like that.
Yeah.
Oh man, like that's actually nuts.
Imagine doing that to the person you love.
Yeah, and here we are. James is willing to call out and be like, y'all need to get this, like, head check. Y'all need to realize how gross and disgusting you are. And, like, your motives. Like, I appreciate back to the, even when you ask, or sorry, you don't have what you want because you don't ask God for it. And even when you ask, you don't get it because your motives are all wrong.
Yeah.
Like, we often go, well, God, I prayed for this. God, I prayed for this. Like, did you check
your heart,
what the point was for this? And not that, like, you're going to be perfect. We're not perfect. And we got to rework that in refinement. This is where we work together. This is a community. This is where we're investing in each other. But you do need to kind of sit and go, like, what is my actual motive behind this? Like, am I submitting to God's will here? And, like, that's the very first baseline of, like, am I submitting to God here, or am I just wanting things for myself. Well, that fuels rage. That fuels jealousy. That fuels angst. That fuels so many things that create tension between us and tension between us and God. We really need to work that out. Yeah.
Well, and the Message version says, like, if you ask God for these things, you're not going to get them because you have no right to. Like, it is not for you. So sometimes when, like, God is saying no, it's because, like, this is not for you. This is not for right now. This is not for, like, this is not what's going to be best for you. And it's really hard in that moment when, like, you're hearing the no and you're like, God, like, I thought my motives were pure for this. And it's like, no. Like, I'm not saying this because, you know, you're a lousy person or, like, you killed 10 people. I'm saying this because you're not there yet. It's like playing a game like Skyrim and wandering off into the area where it's a level 50 and you're only like a level 2. Yeah. I don't understand how the levelings work in that system.
I've never done Skyrim. So
I tried
sorry, guys.
I tried it. I didn't have a whole lot of fun with it. But, like, I know why I didn't have a lot of fun? I wandered into an area that was, like, levels ahead where I was and got frustrated that I kept dying. And sometimes we're like, yeah, I might be this level, but maybe I deserve a promotion because, you know, I did these good things. I put some extra money in the plate this week. Maybe I deserve that little boost in my level because then maybe opens up more doors and stuff. And God's like, nah, you put that in the plate because you wanted the bump up. And that in and of itself bumps you down. And, like, it's so easy for us to go, wait, my motives are pure here. Like, we were talking about, you know, like, praying a prayer that, like, graphic word flourishes. And, like, your motives are pure. Like, how many people can you reach if it flourishes? How many people can you reach if it grows? But at the same time, that also benefits you.
It can. So, we elaborate on the idea of, like, praying that graphic word would grow, would develop, would have prosperity behind it. But then really what's the intention of it? Because it can sound really good because it's a ministry that we're doing outreach in a different area that not really a whole lot of people are. However, I could easily go, well, the reason I wanted to be prosperous is so that I could actually have better things for my family. Yeah. And even that doesn't sound wholly bad, but is it like then, well, God, I don't trust that you're going to take care of me. Yeah. I'm trusting that whatever the audience or whoever is going to partner with us and stuff like that, that's what I actually trust. I don't trust God who brought those partners. I trust the partners that show up or support. And it's like, that's a really broken idea. Yeah. That's like really stupid, messed up. Because if we're doing ministry, we are relying on God. And I'm not saying that you have to just like throw everything or stuff like right. And maybe God calls you to do that. I don't know. Like when you've got a family, that's a different situation. But I know that's something that James's call out here was like, holy flip. No, that's a fair thing. And the idea, I'm going to sit, like, verse 10 says, humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up in honor. We often get humility and, like, this humble nature really messed up. Like, it's self-berating. And I know Pilo and I were chatting about this before on, like, to receive good things kind of makes us feel guilty or kind of like, well, I'm not worthy of that kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
I don't deserve that free
don't deserve. And, like, legit, it was like, get out of my freaking brain. Like, that's where it's at. But humility is not damaging the self. It's realizing where you fit in the situation, where God has crafted you to a zone where you are supposed to be. Yeah. And so in a way, you're humble to realize he has designed you for a specific person for a reason, for a space, and you being in that space. But then that's not to nudge people out, like where the pride comes in and be like, well, like I can do this, or self-pride of like, well, no, like I can figure this out, I can take care of me, and so cause it happens, and it's like it's so annoying. But
I got rid of that self-pride on Monday. I was getting ready for stream, I was working on things, and for the life of me, my controller was not working. It was not working. I was so frustrated. He's out there doing things. I step out of the office. I am angry, ranting to myself about how dare things not work. Of course it's not going to work today. And I just step out of the office and I go, ah! And like, I did fully shout.
It was good.
And I just let it out. And he just looks at me and he goes, okay, let me help. Fixed it like that.
Yeah. Somehow it just decided.
It finally wanted to work because he was touching it, not me.
Yep.
And like I sat there in that moment and was like, well, it's fixed, but part of me's mad that I didn't fix it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wanted to fix it, but I knew I was too far gone to try and fix it. And I did figure out what the problem was. I did, and it is fixed, and it will never happen again.
It's true.
It will never happen again.
But it's a learning curve.
It is, and like, he was able to help keep me calm, so I could like hop into stream and do it. And I had done the same thing for him earlier in the day with the camp.
Oh yeah.
So. Yeah, like, by being together, realizing, I can't do this on my own, and it's like, well, sometimes God is sending other people in there to help you, and it's not because you can't do it, it's because it's easier and better to be doing it alone.
Oh, you're throwing the Joshua and Caleb Titans? Nice.
He likes to throw older ones back into
He does. Solomon, you make me feel like that time spent writing those things was actually worth it. So, like, thank you. A little jabbing encouragement. How dare you?
So this one is only, 17 verses?
Yeah, we're on verse 11 now.
And we're getting there.
We're working on it. We're making progress.
We're making progress, slowly but surely, because it's 3 o'clock.
It's 5 to 3. We're okay. And we started later, so
we did start later. So, but I warned you guys that camp would do that. Because we are investing in those kids, and then we take a moment to remember how to breathe.
Breathe?
And eat.
That's all. Eating's important. So I hear.
Because the coffee gets burnt through while we're working with them.
All right. Verse 11. Don't speak evil against each other, dear brothers and sisters. If you criticize and judge each other. Okay, I'm going to say that again. People in the back. If you criticize and judge each other, then you are criticizing and judging God's law. But your job is to obey the law, not to judge whether it applies to you. God alone, who gave the law, is the judge. He alone has the power to save or to destroy. So what right do you have to judge your neighbor? We'll pause on that one if you want. Or do you want me to keep reading?
Was that 11, 12?
That was, 11 and 12.
Okay. Don't badmouth each other, friends. It's God's word, his message.
Message?
Right? I feel like this is self-advertising. His royal rule that takes a beating in that kind of talk. The royal rule. Love like God, love each other.
Yeah, man.
You're supposed to be honoring the message, not writing graffiti all over it.
Ooh. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that.
God is in charge of deciding human destiny. Who do you think you are to meddle in the destiny of others? I like the image that comes up, putting graffiti all over it, right? Because most of the time graffiti artists are doing it to bring mention to themselves in whatever it is, right? So the idea of like, we're doing this because I want to mention, like, look at all the cool things I've done. But like this very quickly like brought to image the idea of he who is without sin cast the first stone. Because that's literally what we're seeing here. God is like, you're clearly not loving on each other. You should be loving on each other. I told you to do that. And James is like, listen to my brother. This is what my brother said. You guys aren't doing it. Don't make me call him back. I'll do it.
I think the image that I get in the graffiti, I like the graffiti idea. It actually is poignant to kind of like, so we're all created in the image of God.
Yeah.
And with that, we are a reflection of part of God. And of course, we're flawed, we're broken, and so God continues. The chisel narrative that comes from Skit Guys is like, more of you is seen and stuff like that and worked through, which is great.
Hashtag love the French.
Yeah.
See, you're getting it. You're working
love
on it.
The French. The image that I had is back to Justice League, because we were talking about Justice League, the 4-hour segment, and I'm thinking when they defaced Superman's memorial site and like actually put like false god kind of stuff like that. And I'm not saying like, you know, we're seeing each other as gods or anything like that. I'm not, but like the image of like, here's a guy who legitimately was putting himself to die for the sake of humanity. He literally
sacrificed himself.
He had done so much work. He had done, and they just defaced it, and it's wrong, and they're putting their own image. Or like when you look at in the Batcave, when you had Robin's suit, and then you had Joker's writing "ha ha ha" all over
the chest,
all over Jason's outfit.
Oh, that gave me goosebumps when
it's defacing. It's making it a different thing. And so when we criticize, and that's not to say we can't correct each other. We do need to correct each other biblically. You gotta, everything you take, you gotta make sure it's in balance and works with one another. And James is not saying here that you can't call out each other, because he'd be saying something that his very own brother said you're supposed to be doing.
He's calling us out himself throughout this whole thing.
So otherwise, it's like this whole argument is just moot. Like, what's the...
It's like, you're being a hypocrite, James, and he's like, no, I'm not.
But his thing is like, you're not degrading the person. You can bring up a concern. You can bring up that something needs to be worked on. To be, oh, hello, Tom.
Hello,
son. Sonny. How we need to work this out, and really ultimately we do what we can, but we leave it to God too. Like we share what's going on, we see the thing that needs to be worked on, we don't do it in judgment and be like, well, you don't look like the way I do, so like it's like no, like, do they look like Christ? No. Okay, so then that's the part where we are able to bring it up, but also we trust that the Holy Spirit's involved in that too. And that's where, like, God alone, who gave the law, is the judge. He's the one who knows it, and he alone has the power to save or destroy. Oh man, that's conviction. Like, if God decides you're that fig tree that's not bringing fruit when it's supposed to, hyper punch.
I remember Nuggets talk on that, and like, dude did not hold back, and that's something I love about his stuff. Like, first off, he's willing to admit when he's not doing well, and I mean, like, that's an example for all of us. But he's also not afraid to hold back. But he's also not afraid to admit that, like, this is something he needs to work on himself. And honestly, whether or not he sees this, that's something it was something I hoped to emulate in Pillow Talk. Was like, okay, I want to take nuggets of wisdom, put my spin on it, but keep that hard-hitting aspect of it. Because I love that he does that, and then he jumps into playing video games and like the stress that brings too, right? But like, this also, we talked about the imagery of the speck and the plank in the eye, right? Because it's like, don't call your neighbor out on the speck in their eye when you have an entire freaking plank in your eye.
That's right.
It's like, okay, that's fair.
And it's quick to observe that, and not to, like, again, self-deprecate, not to like bash, but to honestly go, I'm a flawed individual too. I need work. I need the grace that God has given, and Christ has given us grace. We are free. We are redeemed. So we don't have to sit and dwell in that, but it does mean that the old nature that comes up, which Paul brings up, which we see here in James, like your tongue, the way you're thinking and processing,
you're acting,
you're constantly submitting it to God. You're constantly sacrificing that to God, being humbled and directed so that you point to Him always.
That's literally what it should be. None of it should be for us. None of it should be for the glory or the fame for us. It should be for Him. Like, it's a call and a reminder, like, where is your heart? If your correction towards someone else doesn't come with love, it's not correction. That's tearing somebody down. Like, you have to find out where your heart is. That's the important part. Like, you have to remember what you're there for. Which, that's one of the reasons Ghost is constantly telling us to, like, eyes up, Guardian. Because the Traveler is why we are here. The Traveler is why we are doing what we do. Yeah, Solomon.
Preach it, girl. Preach it.
But, like,
come on.
If you don't know where you're from, you can't know where you're going.
Heck yes.
And the witness threw a hissy fit because humanity didn't look the way it wanted. So I can do so many parallels to the devil based on the witnesses stuff, but you know.
Well, and the witness looks like part of the
Legion. We are many. But then there's also the fact that the witness tried to kill the traveler, but that wasn't happening. So many things. Destiny lore can go on forever with biblical theological principles.
Let's bring it back. Yes. We're on 13.
Yes.
You good with it? You want to do it?
Yeah, keep going. Keep going. We can do it.
I don't want to take over.
No. I need help.
Attack the D point. 100%. Okay.
This is how it gets, okay? We get ridiculous. It goes off on sides. Pilo rants. She gets a little preachy. Eventually, we get to the point.
I just yell. That's what I do. Hello. Okay. Look here. You who say, today or tomorrow we are going to a certain town and will stay there a year. We will do business there and make a profit. How do you know what your life will be like tomorrow? How do you know? How do you know? Your life is like the morning fog. Oh, this sounds familiar. It's here a little while and it's gone. Oh, it sounds like a whole series that we talked about last summer.
I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Oh, don't you?
I don't think
I'm already having trauma response to this. Okay. And this is why James does this. He freaking pulls meditative literature. It's not fair. Jimmy.
Dude knew what he was doing. He studied under the literal best.
It's true. Punk Jimmy. What? I'm going to call him Olsen soon. And just, this is, okay.
Is his middle name Tiberius?
Oh, sweet Murphy. Okay. What you ought to say is, if the Lord wants us to, we will live and do this or that. Otherwise, you are boasting about your own pretentious plans, and all such boasting is evil. Remember, note, highlight, circle, underline, all the things. It is a sin to know what you ought to do and then not do it.
Like when your parent tells you to clean your room and you don't do it.
Can you talk to my son?
Okay, I'm also sort of case in point.
Okay. Well,
but like, okay, putting gas in the car. You know you should be putting gas in the car so you can drive. You don't do it. The car's not going to go anywhere, is it?
Truth.
I've learned that the hard way. Car will not go.
Okay.
Car needs gas. You knew you need to do it. You don't do it. Or like, you knew you needed to pay that speeding ticket. You didn't pay it. Now you can't renew your license.
Yep.
You knew you needed to do it. You didn't do it. Like, it's very hard to have sympathy for a person where it was like, it was freaking obvious what you were supposed to do here. It wasn't jumping through a million hoops. It was paying a bill. Or like me, that'd be like me going, oh, my cell phone got shut off. I don't know why. Oh, maybe I should pay my bill.
A little bit.
Like that's what James is saying. He's like, this is a big freaking deal. If you know what you're supposed to do, you're not doing it. This is a problem.
James is speaking typically stuff that these people would have already known. Like the very fact of the verse 14, the fog, the stuff like that. Those words would have triggered stuff for the Jewish audience. They would have been like, oh shoot, he's talking about Ecclesiastes. He's talking about the worthlessness of man.
Yeah.
He's talking about how I'm literally here and then I'm not.
He's like, king of callbacks, in all honesty.
He's triggering so much right now. And triggering in a good way. But you're supposed to you're like, oh flip. Yeah, okay. I'm not all that hot stuff. I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring.
Yeah.
I can't bring any hardcore security. Right. Because God's the one that governs all this. God's the one that supersedes. And it's not to say, James is not saying you can't make plans.
No.
That's not at all what he's doing. But what he is saying in the midst of this, God has given you each day as a gift.
Yep.
He's like essentially kind of connecting not just the hovel as what Ecclesiastes would refer to, but also the kind of concept that we see in Lamentations, right? Mm-hmm. You need to be in the middle of the junk to realize God still blesses. Each day has a mercy.
Yep.
Us sucking wind, as I've often said, is a mercy in itself. But we have nothing to boast about it.
Yeah, like, and this existence is an ode to us.
That's right.
Like, it's not something that, like, we deserve. Because, I mean, just look at what humanity's done in the last couple decades. Do you really think we deserve to be on this rock that he created perfect? And look what we've done to it.
We kind of mess up.
We are the cats of society, going, yes, I deserve it. I deserve the food. I deserve the pets. This is mine now. And he's like, sure it is, sweetheart.
Yep.
Yeah. You go ahead.
Someone likes that one.
You go ahead and believe that this entire couch and house is indeed your kingdom. Go for it. Evict humanity. That will happen. Have you read Revelations?
Yeah, you just...
That's our next Bible story. I'm kidding.
Don't.
No, I'm not that
dumb.
Tom
already encourages this thought. Don't do it.
I am not dumb enough to try and go through Revelations right now, because all of us will need to be on antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds after chapter 1. So...
There's a bit of chewing.
Yeah, and I mean, if we do that, we can't look out the window ever.
I just... Yeah. But, like... in the process of all this, right, we are to remember it is a sin to know what you ought to do and not to do, and not do it. Like, back to the mirror. That James, is this the part where the mirror comes up? No, the mirror is before.
Sure.
Okay, we're good. I was nervous that, like, I did spoiler alert. I was not trying to do spoiler alert here, guys. But
thank you, Solomon.
Y'all wonderful.
I love you.
You save us from near death scenarios.
I was wondering how fast it would happen, and it happened really fast.
He's good. He's just, be gone, bots. But so it's like, again, if you look in the mirror and you see there's a problem, and you kind of just go, oh no, there's no problem, and you walk around. It's like me having a giant zit. FYI, kids are great mirrors to have.
Oh my
because
word.
They actually talk. And so
they will call it.
I could think, oh no, there's nothing.
They will say it. They will say
Coach,
it.
I'm not throwing you under the bus, but I'm also throwing you under the bus. We were at our nephew's wedding, and she had like a small spot on her lip, right? Like just like a little small spot. It happens, right? And she's like, oh, this is gonna be an issue? I'm like, no. Like, people aren't.
It's not your day. They're not going to be focusing on you, right?
What's the first thing my son says? Oh, hey, Mom. Like, you got
There's
like
a, you
got
lip.
like there, and then she's like, yeah. And he's like, no. It's right here. Like, look at it. And it's just like, no, just whoa.
That's when he wants a squirt bottle.
Yes. Yeah, stop. But like,
clicker train your kids.
But that's also the call out that we have from Scripture.
Yep.
That is the call out that we're supposed to kind of have in each other. Because if we are speaking the same language as Christ, we are speaking the same idea that Christ is our Savior, the one that guides us, and so that means we love God with all our hearts and we love others. Yeah. So then when I see people not loving other people, I should go, hey, like, do you think that really was the best option? Like, maybe, probably not, right? Like, how can we work that out a little bit? What can we do? And again, in love, not in like, you're an idiot. Like, what the flip was your problem? Like, hard call. Like, because we do that.
We do.
We do that. And I'm saying we, like the church, like, hi, hello, I'm thick in the head.
Nah.
But legitimately, that's the same call out. Like, if we see a problem, we need to work on it. If we have an issue, we do need to work on it, but we also need to consult God on that, because it's His Spirit that convicts, but it also guides. And in that, we find encouragement, we find peace, and we can have proper rest. Otherwise, you go to self-sabotage, which is not good, or you then, in the midst of self-sabotage, you decide to bring 50 other people with you by trash-talking them and stuff like that.
Yeah, dragging people down with you because you're already going down.
Yeah.
But, like, talking about other people calling it out, when I was in high school, I really liked watching those Untold Stories of the ER. Don't ask me why, I just enjoyed it. And I remember there was this one story of this guy who comes into the emergency department. He's like, my friend told me that I needed to come in. Like, he nagged me about it, so I decided, fine, I'd come in. He's walking, he's talking to the girl at the desk. She's like, oh, okay. Are you sure you need to be here? And he's like, yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I could just go home. He turns around. He's got a knife sticking out of his back. Ooh. He had gotten into a bar fight. Didn't realize he had been stabbed. He was walking around. He was talking with this knife in his back. He couldn't see it. He couldn't tell it was there. He ended up collapsing in the room before he could get out of the emergency department. So surgery, only to realize, like, it was a literal miracle that dude was still walking and talking when he was. But if his friend hadn't called him out on it and pushed him, being like, hey dude, like, you gotta go to the emergency department, going as far as driving him there, dude would have died.
Yeah.
And like that's sometimes what we need to do for people, but we have to do it in love. We have to do it with a heart of, like, not like, oh, I'm gonna make myself feel better by calling out this person on what they're doing. But I'm gonna call this person out because maybe I've been there before. Maybe I've done that same thing before and I know where it goes. Or maybe I haven't, but I just know that this is not a good idea. But you have to do it in love for this to work. Yeah. Like, otherwise, you're not doing any better than the people you're criticizing.
Solomon, I do appreciate the speak the same language as Christ. I don't know if Duolingo has Aramaic.
They might.
They actually do.
I've
looked into it a little
have, like,
bit.
Vulcan and Klingon,
but
too.
they really do. And Welsh.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
I'm sorry, I'm being difficult.
I wanted to read 16 and 17 in the message because, like, that was the end talking about if you know what you're supposed to do, you're not doing it. Hey!
What's up?
Someone from camp. How you doing, dude?
Yo, bro.
Told you.
Well, look at that. He shows up and I knew it was you, JJ.
I only gave the tag to one person.
I could hear the maniacal laugh from here.
We could see, like, the
don't even have headphones.
Fingers.
Don't even have headphones.
We just knew. We knew.
Laughing.
I wanted to read 16, 17 in the message because, like, ouch. He did the laugh. See, I knew he did the laugh.
I feel unsafe now.
He can't touch you over here. You're okay. Now, tomorrow, that's a different thing, but he can't get you right now. You're safe. It's a safe space.
You do your homework. That's the thing that I'm going to remind you.
Thank you.
Encounter. Wow.
Whoop, whoop.
New followers.
We love new followers. As it is, you are full of your grandiose selves. All such vaunting self-importance is evil. In fact, if you know the right thing to do and don't do it, that, for you, is evil. It was just like, ooh.
Hard call out.
If I know that my mom wanted me to take the chicken out of the freezer, and I didn't do it, it's not going to go well for me, is it?
It would be a little bit not nice.
No, it would be slightly problematic. Because, like, she wants the chicken out because she's going to make, like, a fantastic meal, and she's already got it all planned and ready. Like, she's going to get home from work and do this. She asked you to do this. You don't do it. Well, now you're not getting food.
I was just going to say, not only does she suffer, you suffer.
Because it was relatively simple and easy thing to do, but let's say it inconveniences me because I have to put my game down for a minute so I can get the chicken out.
Yeah.
Or, like, the book that I was reading or whatever, put down my homework, and I'm, like, maybe I'm going, hey, my homework is important. I need it for school. Well, you also kind of need food to be able to learn. Booyah!
Whoa. What is this?
More follows.
What is this? We're popular. Things.
Woo!
Welcome to the follow club. Yeah, wow.
We hit our goal.
We hit another. Solomon decided to be generous and keep on loving on people.
No, this is our personal channel goal of followers.
Oh, no kidding.
That we just achieved.
Boom.
We're doing great. We're doing great.
Raw.
See, look what happens when we just get on here and ramble for a bit and go a little over time. We get people hopping in to say hi and do things.
By the way, he's reading. He's read James 1. Gaming sure is awesome. Growth in life / faith too.
Yes.
100%.
We've been reading through the book of James. We are on chapter 4 today. I'm glad you play a lot of games. So do we.
Oh, sweet Murphy.
So do we. On Mondays, I play Destiny 2. I am a bit of a Destiny 2 nerd.
Then we have Tom that has a variety of games that he
mostly PvP. So he does like what? Overwatch. He does Rivals. He's done, Valorant before. He's done quite a few different things.
Yep.
Then Wednesdays right now is me.
Pillow Talk.
And Fridays is also me. And this week I'm playing Minecraft.
So if you're into the retro vibe, hit it up on Fridays. Play kind of games over 2,000.
And yes, get all of your friends to follow us. We need more followers.
Cheapers. All y'all following? Good grief.
We're going to get more. I told you.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not doing the maniacal thing.
Here
That's your job,
more.
JJ. What is this? Holy snap.
Told you we'd raid.
Apparently. Good grief. I think we're here and we're talking.
Yeah.
What is this? Minecraft is awesome. Vintage story is for Minecraft 2. Oh. I'm not the Minecrafter. I'm a guy that shows up and talks a lot.
I haven't played Minecraft
job.
in forever.
That's fair.
So, but apparently the children yearn for the mines. So they have requested I play Minecraft, and I was too sick last week to play. So this week I have to suffer.
That's him, Dominic. Wow. Apparently word is spreading. I'm scared. What have you said to people, JJ? I'm terrified.
Get more people.
There's reputations that I need to uphold too. Anywho, back to James 2. Okay, all right. 4. That one.
Multiplication isn't a strong suit.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah. Anywho.
You don't need math in ministry, people.
Well, sometimes it helps.
Sometimes it helps.
It's called the budget, and that's it.
But not always.
Not always, but.
So, you don't really need math.
It's true.
But like the whole thing
behind
this
back to the Bible.
See? Yeah,
back to the Bible.
It's where your heart is. It's where your intentions are at the end of the day. Like, it's this whole thing of he's telling us to come together. He's telling us, like, stop fighting. Stop with your freaking petty squabbles about, who's the better Spider-Man actor or the better Superman. He's like, come together as a group of nerds or whatever and just admit that the movies are good.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he wants from us. That's what he's saying. He's like, you don't realize the damage that all of this fighting is doing for you guys in the ministry that you're trying to do. He's like, it'd be so much more effective if you guys literally just stopped. And he's kind of saying, like, watch what will happen when you actually work together for once. Like, let's look at the Avengers. Or look at the Justice League. Like, in those movies, Avengers, they're fighting against each other. They're separated. But when they come together, that is when Loki got scared. When the Justice League came together, that is when they got scared.
Holy snap. Solomon decided to love on
Solomon.
All them peeps. Holy snickerdoodle. Guys, this is what happens when Solomon finds out you're new. He's just got to bless you like crazy amounts. So
it's what he does. He loves on us by loving on others. Which is like loving on others. What does Solomon get out of gifting subs to other people, right?
He gets to brag that he's pretty boss hoss.
But does he brag that he does
never
this,
brags.
right?
That's the thing.
Okay? I'm using Solomon as an example here.
Solomon, you're a teaching point.
There we go. So
you sat in the front row. It's your fault.
He does not get anything out of gifting the subs to other people. Technically, he actually loses things. He loses money.
Mm-hmm.
But he gives it to other people so that they don't have to suffer with ads. Mm-hmm. They can be more involved in what we are doing. Mm-hmm. And that's why he does it. And he doesn't go, oh, I give this many subs.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He just does it.
It's true.
That's what James is telling us to do. He's like, don't do it because you're going to get the fame. Like, if that's why you're doing it, don't do it. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Because the fame that we get is only going to be good for here. It's not going to follow us.
Yeah, we know there is loose money given subs even when would be part of a channel. That's cool. Yeah, no, I get it. But still, it can be a thought, right? It's something, but sure.
come to our channel, you get a sub.
You
get a sub. You get a sub. You get a sub.
Wait, hold on. Is our nickname Oprah?
Or Solomon.
Solomon.
The gift of Subway.
And then Solomon encourages people, hey, donate.
So does that make Solomon the saint of Subway?
The saint of Subway?
Yeah, you get a sub, you get a sub. Subway?
Cheapers, that's the boy.
Subway, stream fresh.
I am Mike Wilson, and I did not endorse that final little... Subway
like
subs. Oh my goodness.
Join us at Graphic Word.
We just are nonsensical.
Chaos is our best friend.
Chaos? That's our middle name.
Quite literally.
Somewhere
it should be
there.
Graphic Chaos Word.
No, we'll just put like a really tiny text that says chaos, and you have to like stare at it to find it.
It is hard to get views doing the Bible things.
Why? The meat bikini came back again.
I told you it would.
This is just...
It will not die. You know why it won't die? Because it's already dead. It's meat.
So all this to say, bringing back to the talk, bringing back to the good part.
You need a team to work together.
You need a team, but also, so reminder of the refocusing.
Yes.
What is your motives? Because in all of this, the motives can be, I want to get what I want.
Yeah.
I want to tell people what they should do because I'm the boss of their life, or I think my life's better than theirs, or I think my method should be the only method. Mm-hmm. And I'm the one set for my schedule for what I'm going to do. God's got to do it on my terms, not on his.
Yeah.
So it really comes down to, am I willing to humble myself on how I'm treating other people? Mm-hmm. Am I humbling myself that I need correction just as anybody else? And looking for God for that correction. Am I willing to humble that I don't have a guarantee for tomorrow?
Yeah.
But I can plan for the best, live life now in a way that honors God and respects people around me.
Yeah. Well, and one of the things that we have been pushing with our GM camp is creating situations where your players have to work together as a team. And so, trust me, the situations I've created that they will endure tomorrow do involve serious teamwork, but also specific values. Oh, I had way too much fun creating this thing. Way too much fun. Like, apparently, my boyfriend has rubbed off on me because, like,
You heard it, Hoff. You heard it.
My stuff is evil. It is evil, and Solomon's excited.
It's scary.
Like we're trying to push like work together as a team, but like when we're doing things and we're giving each other criticism, it is encouraged to do it nice. It is encouraged to do it in a constructive way. To be fair, he's the one who's teaching me how to be a GM.
To be fair, I learned how to be a better DM because of your boyfriend. So really, what you were learning from me, I learned first from him.
So I'm learning from, oh my word, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you learned from Yoda.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be Space Jesus. I like his hair, so I'll take it.
At the end of the day, it's where your heart lies. It's where your intention is for what you're doing. Grandpa Yoda now.
Yes! Yes! Why would you...
It works.
Yoda was 900 years old. Why would you not take that as a win?
Well, he's already 90, so...
It's just one more zero.
90.
One more zero.
I remember that.
That was a great.
There's a second one.
I need to watch that one
Solomon
again.
has told us there's a second one.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good. Sorry. Okay, refocus.
Same way. Yeah, it's about where your heart is, where your intention is behind it. Because as we've talked about, I can't know what Mike's heart is. God does.
It's true.
He seriously does. And if we are fooling ourselves to think that he doesn't know what our intention is and what we're doing, if we can fool ourselves to think, you know, I'm being sneaky, I'm sneaking cookies out of the cookie jar, and like my parents aren't gonna notice. It's always noticeable. Every single time it's noticeable. Like my niece, my 3-year-old niece thinks she's being the sneakiest thing on the planet. The entire time she's giggling to herself, and it's very obvious she's into something. But she's always surprised when you catch her doing something. Like if we can try and fool ourselves into it.
That's a yes, agreeable. Sorry.
No, I agree with you. If we try to fool ourselves into thinking that he can like not see the intention of my heart when I'm doing things, like then you are Delulu. The Delulu is strong with you if that is what you think.
It's the truth.
Because the one who created your heart can clearly see into it, ladies and gentlemen. So, do you have a level up challenge?
I thought this is your stream.
I know, but you're here as a guest. It's been a while since you've given them a level up.
Alright, so my level up challenge is because it's the same level up challenge that I'm giving myself. So, buckle up.
There we go.
Buckle up.
We only do things on expert mode here.
Not expert, but I'll just take. I'm working on it the same way you guys are. So my level up challenge is a reminder of: am I submitting to God in everything that I'm doing? And by submitting, it's like, am I taking my potential fears, my potential goals, my potential concerns, my potential plans, and going, okay, God, how are these things honestly honoring you as first priority? And then how is it honoring other people second priority?
Yeah.
Because that's really how it's got to go. And if it does honor people, as in not making them like gods or trophies or stuff like that, like I have to earn their respect or stuff like that, but like just honestly loving on them, well, you got a call.
No,
you in trouble? I didn't do it.
I don't know where the phone is, guys.
Phone! I don't know. Oh, it's right
I know
here.
It's here. I just can't find it. That's just a medication alarm.
Oh, medication.
No,
we're good.
Now we
we're
need
good.
to stretch.
Stretch.
We've been told to stretch.
Okay. But yeah, honoring God. So like, are all my plans, all my thoughts, all the things that I have, are they putting God first? And even how I treat people, is that putting God first? Is it something that God would look at and go, dude, you actually respected that person?
Yeah.
Dude, you showed up and you loved on that person like you would love me. Because if it doesn't do that,
what's the
James 4 is going, dude, no, bad. So.
Yeah.
So how are you loving on God and how are you treating other people? How are you honoring God in all your decisions that you're making?
Well, yeah, because we've talked about how worship isn't necessarily just like standing there singing songs. It's in how we live. It's in what we do for one another.
Preach.
And I mean, love is the same way. There are, I forget exactly how many, but there's so many different words in Greek for love, and they all mean different things. Whereas English just has love, and honestly, it's misused. I love that game. I loved that movie. Like, so misused. But my little add-on challenge would be to look into those words of love. What does that mean, and are you genuinely loving that way?
I appreciate this. Hold on, I'm a bit eclectic pagan still, so not sure if I'm into all, even when no all good in there too. So I am far from that. Well, that's okay. So
that's
either
totally
way.
Fine.
This is a simple principle that most people can even take, whether they are faith-based or not.
Yeah.
Are you treating people the way you should be treated? Are you respecting people and realizing that it's not all about you?
Yeah.
Because really, that's what even this whole chapter is like. It's not about you.
No.
It's not about how amazing you are. There's this one interview with John Cena that I really appreciated and came to respect.
How did they interview him? Isn't he invisible?
Right? Can't see him. That was a horrible
Sorry,
joke.
I had to.
But John Cena has a pocket watch that he wears on him. And one side of it is to remind himself that he can be happy in the big wins that he has in life.
Yeah.
But then the other side is memento mori, is the remembrance of, like, you need to be humble too.
Yeah, this
you
is
need
where
to
you
get
came
self-checked
from.
and self-wrecked.
You may be here
like
right now, but this is where you came from.
Right, and so he flips it to whichever side that he needs in that moment. When he feels a little shy and like, did I earn this? It's like, no. Like, this is a good moment. You can be happy that you made it to this stage. But the other side is like, oh, dude, like, I'm all that. It's like, well, now remember your humble roots. Like, remember where you come from. I think we need that in just general gauge. Like, no one likes hanging around a dink, so to speak. And, like, I'm sorry for the crass...
That's nothing compared to...
Crass terms. But
I
like...
I haven't said anything worse than that ever.
but that's the kind of thing here. So, at least... Sorry, I took...
No!
What's your level up?
My level up was to look at the different meanings of love in Greek. See where they are. Is there a specific one that maybe you could work on? Is there a specific one that you've never heard of before, and how can you put it into action? Last week's level up was about our words and being more conscious of what we are speaking, of what we are saying to others, because our words have power. And I mean, those who were there last week or have watched the stream from last week, because it's still there, I talked about Spider-Man, because with great power that we have been given in our words, because look what God's words do. He says, boom, let there be light. There was light. Like, he made us in his image. Our words have power because of our connection to him. But how are we using that power? And we also talked about the fact that power can corrupt. That, like, look at what money does to people. Look at what politics can do to people and the way that it changes them. So, we gotta love. We gotta love not just in our actions, but in our words. And I've tried to kind of keep all of my level ups tied into the same sort of thing, just like the next step of it. And yeah, that was kind of my thought. We're gonna make it. It's like a sundae. You do bit by bit, right?
No, totally different view. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like,
there is
my encouragement on this, as a guy who also grew up in a religious family, but I grew up like that's just what you did and that's who you were, and like very early age came to Christ. But the idea, this is my encouragement, and this is our encouragement in what we do here at Graphic Word, and like what we do in any study. We don't just want you to simply read this and go, okay, you just like blindly take it. We want you to chew on it. The reason why we have level up challenges is so that you can read it and you have to try it a bit. We look at things like how Jacob in the Bible talks about how when before he was going to meet up with Esau, he had a wrestling match with God. Like, legit wrestling match. And, like, that means you're up close, you're personal, you're having to work out stuff. And Jacob gets his name changed literally to Israel, which Israel in its truest meaning means wrestling with God. It means you're working this out. If you've ever wrestled anybody, have fun. It's exhausting.
Do we want to look at Reacher and the giant he faces at the end of season 3? Like, the two of them were absolutely exhausted.
Right.
But they kept fighting each other.
Right. And so when we wrestle, when we work with this, we want you to be able to look at this and honestly give it a shot and to work through. Not to say blindly, oh, this is just whatever, or stuff like that. That we go like, here's the thing that we're wrestling with. Here's an issue that I have. God, I want to understand what's going on here. I don't get it. This is where we help each other in communication. Maybe Pilo understands something about scripture on a point that I don't know. Or she's had a personal wrestling with God that brings new insight to where I can look at God. But ultimately, that's the experience. That's what God wants. Yeah. God wants the close, awkward moment where you are in close and willing to try it. Because that's actually where relationships really thrive, is when, not when everything's perfect or neat or well arranged. The best relationships are the ones that go through the crap the most, are willing to ask the hard questions, have to figure out those solutions together, and develop.
Exactly.
So that's why we do what we do. So thank you for opening up. I appreciate that. Like that's what we want to do. That's why we have these Bible studies as kind of like an open dialogue here, that we read what you're saying and be able to throw it back at us, and we share our experiences and go through that. But we're supposed
to be a body, and the body is composed of many parts, right? Mm-hmm. So when Mike is saying, like, I might have a different experience than he did, well, his experiences are different than mine, so he can help me, I can help him. That's what Christ wants. We do better when we work together. Look at the Avengers. True. Look at the Justice League. Look at the X-Men. Look at just about any team in history. You want to go with the A-Team? Like, you want to go with a team of surgeons? If you don't work together as a team, it's not going to go as well. It's just not. If your car doesn't work together as a team, what you going to do? Not really going to go anywhere. We speak from experience.
It's true. I also appreciate your finish, which is really cool, and being able to have it where you share openly and stuff like that. We're Canadian, so like we typically, most people are like the polite or apologetic kind of stuff like that. We're a little bit different. That if you ask us a question, we're likely gonna tell you straight up where we're at and like share what's going on. But out of that's created depth off of our understanding of each other, connections with you guys as a community, being able to share and stuff like that. So, anywho, I'm gonna have to get going soon.
Yeah, because I need to get going too.
You need to get going. So, how do we want
you pray?
Your stream. It's your stream.
You pray.
Fine.
I'm gonna say you guys can send in your prayer requests on our Discord.
Join the Discord.
Yeah, join our Discord for the other prayer requests. We're just gonna do a bit of a blanket prayer. Not today. We're going to do a bit of a blanket prayer today. So I'm going to ask that you pray for all of us to kind of re-examine things a little bit, see where we are, and that if there's something that God needs to work on, that God needs to chisel. If you haven't seen the Skit Guys chisel video, you really, really need to. If there's something that God needs to chisel, that we would be willing to let him do that.
Uncomfortable is okay. It means then you're working through stuff.
Those of us who deal with chronic pain, uncomfortable is all we know.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine. That's
Discord,
cool.
Discord, some people only use it to get notifications of what we're doing. But, it's
no
there.
No judgment here. All right, I'm going to pray. I'm going to hit it up. Father God, thank you for this opportunity to crash in Pilo's stream. I apologize for my rambunctiousness a little bit, but also thank you that I got a sister that I can be able to openly discuss the Bible. Thank you for this awesome community here who is willing to hear us ramble, make nerd references and faith discussion, and challenge ourselves in faith. God, I pray that as we go out from here, as we've read James 4, that we don't go being so self-focused, self-driven, really just thinking what we have planned is all the best. We're flawed. We're people that make mistakes, and that's just part of it too. But thank goodness, God, that you give us grace. Thank goodness, God, that you want to be around us. Thank goodness, God, that you have saved us and you were willing to save us. So God, as we lean on you, that you are saving us, that you have saved us, then help us to continue to give our hearts, our minds to you, that we'd be looking through your perspective on how we can love on other people, and that actually in loving on other people, we are loving you. How we watch our personal motives and give that to you. That we honor you in our motives. We honor you in how we talk to one another, how we encourage a little bit of correction, but like honestly, even how we correct, how do we see it through your eyes? And how do we speak alongside you as you are already speaking to them? And then how do we lay our plans, our forethought, our dreams, the things that we're anticipating that we're going to do, how do we give that to you? And how do we trust that we just have this short little bit of life, this blip? But God, you can turn blips into huge impacts. How do we submit ourselves in that way that blip is going to make an impact? Well, we give ourselves to you. We listen to you. We follow for your direction. We follow what you've given us and point more and more to you. So help us to do that well. Help us to be an encouragement. Help us to be a change for you. Help us to get out of our own way. Help us to love on people, be with these awesome peeps that are here online, those who have joined up, those who are off doing different things. God, just bless this awesome community. Help us to be a positive impact to people around us, to love on them just as you love us. And we ask this all in your name.
Amen.
Amen.
Oh, nice to see you guys today. There's no Pillow Talk next week. I will be busy getting a lot of needles. A lot of needles. So there's no Pillow Talk next week, but I will see you guys here on Friday, 12 p.m. for Minecraft. Maybe 12:30, depending on how things go with camp. But I will be here. We'll be streaming. We're going to have a blast with Minecraft. Literally and figuratively. And with Minecraft, I'm challenging you guys. I deal with a lot of health stuff. Alright, I deal with a lot of health stuff. But the way it impacts my faith and everything is very, very different, right? So I'm going to let you guys ask me the hard questions about my health, the hard questions about my faith, and I'm going to do what I can to answer them. So I look forward to seeing you guys on Friday, and until then, have a fantastic